We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Atlanta Braves. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Phil Niekro gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, this guy was really good in his last one. Earned the win in his last start, pitching into the 8th inning. We'll see if he can give them another strong start in this one.
Striding in, Christian Brummett. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He's not sneaking up on anybody, I can guarantee you that. He's got 50 stolen bases, and I'll tell you, that jumps out as a big number when they're in those pitcher and catchers meetings. I'll be curious to see how they try to defend him if he gets on base in this one.
Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, Gilroy, you got?
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. A solo shot here to left, and even 30 home runs on the year, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
And that's not just another homer in a great season for this guy. That's his 30th bomb of the season. And he's already stolen 30 bags. So he's the newest member of one of the most exclusive clubs in baseball, the 30-30 Club. A rare combination of speed and power. He's one of the most exciting players to watch in the entire league.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Ellsbury is in his tracks now, and there's the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tyler Wiggins. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Coming to the plate now, Randy Wiggins. He currently sits 7th in the National League in runs batted in, so a good guy to have at the plate in this situation. He's set. Here it comes. And an past a swing for a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Hit to short. Desmond fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Home half of the first coming up from SunTrust Park. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. Elmer Christian, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
A ball and no strikes. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, Dero, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year. Keep the big picture inside because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's got a 40-homer season going already. He's at 40 home runs right now. He's got a chance to swing for 41 in this one. Heck, maybe even 42 or 43 if we're really lucky.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. And that one just missed outside. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside? Or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Freeman, the runner at first with 2 gone. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
That's a tough take. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
All right, what can I throw? Let's try it again.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first.
Comes the payoff pitch. Full count still. Another full count offering on its way. High in the air down the right field line. Clemente on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. They still trail 1-0. Up Next for the Buccos, Curtis Wiggins, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Brummett brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
Now this is foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are two away.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Standing in now, Scott Gifford. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's got that average pushing up near 360 now. 24 home runs and 74 RBIs. Back up the middle.
There we go.
And that's through for a hit. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do. You're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
And that misses, ball 1. 1-0. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. A runner on first with 2 away. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. And yet another throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Once more, a throw over.
Come on, throw the ball.
Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Ready with the 3-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. And he got him. Pirates leave 1 half. It's 1-0. Here's the shortstop, Ian Desmond. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit here for Desmond. So it's an inning-opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
In now, Orlando Warden, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down.
Shit.
Might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely.
Well, he might have been in there safely regardless of the throw, but you can see he just didn't get on top of the ball enough, and it sailed on him. That usually happens when you try to rush yourself a little too much.
A 1-1. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Desmond leads off second with nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. A little bouncer. Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. To first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Time for a look at the Buccos on team. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. 0-1, here it comes. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
This is going to be an interesting pitch right here. Does he bury something in the dirt? Does he go for the double play and give up the run? Or does he go for the punch out? Let's see what happens.
And he fouls this one off. A man at third with one away.
Dadgummit. Come on.
Now another 0-2. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. The 1-2 is swung
there
on
we
and
go.
missed. He got him.
That strike, the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and one out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Where's the guard lines? Don't have it.
Into the box, Richard Leggett, and it's fouled away. Leggett, a veteran at 35 years of age. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy.
Make a good throw.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Striding in once again, Christian Brummett. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Way out in front. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Popped him up. Kaiser is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Christopher Wiggins.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christopher Wiggins. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Not an easy thing to do because that knuckleball doesn't have a lot of velo. He was able to pull it, but keep it just enough fair for the long home run.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Warden is camped under this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
Up next for the Pirates, right fielder, Roberto Clemente.
Digging in to try it again, Roberto Clemente. He flew out in his last at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Leggett will wait on it, and he will put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. They lead it 1-0. Stepping in for the Braves, Phil Niekro, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. On the ground to the right side. To his left, Wiggins. Throw to first will be in time to take care of Ellsbury, and there are 2 gone now.
The second baseman, number 12, Joe Hannick.
Ready for another chance? Joe Pennick, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. Wiggins is there, and the side is retired. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Tyler Wiggins. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Here's the first pitch to him. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Tyler Wiggins goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. Stepping in now, Randy Wiggins.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
Aaron is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Up next for Pittsburgh, shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Curtis Wiggins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, but they lead it 1-0. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
1-1.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. The 2-2 down the first baseline. Gifford gloves it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Hank Aaron. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Sky. Clemente back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The shortstop,
Here's the shortstop, Ian Desmond. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The 1-0. chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
2-1's the count.
Even count of 2-2 to Ian Desmond. The 2-2. Swing and a ground ball to third. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Into the box now, Orlando Warden, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
A 1 pitch on its way. Oh, this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Braves strand 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. So striding forward now, Brian Brummett. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First delivery to him on the way. Drops one down here, and they'll try to beat it out. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
He tried to surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Elmer Christian. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, but this is foul for the first strike. Brummett takes his lead at third with 1 away. Shows bunt as he gets this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Christian Brummett. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First offering on its way. Squeezes on here, and he gets it down. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Wow, a perfectly executed safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
Ready for another shot now. Christopher Wiggins, runner in scoring position with Sugan. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to second, fielded by Panik. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pirates get just the one, and that's all. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Pirates 2 and the Braves nothing. Stepping up to the plate, Taylor Kaiser. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all four quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like two different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Now at the plate, Richard Leggett. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. A fastball that just misses inside. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball two. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
2-2.
The 2-2. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number two.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
So here now is the pitcher, Phil Niekro, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They're still down. It's 2-0. Striding in once again, Roberto Clemente.
Right fielder, Roberto
Here's the first pitch to him. Sent out to straightaway center field. And this is taken in there by Ellsbury for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
Ready once again, Tyler Wiggins. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here it comes. Hold strike at the letters, 0-1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Ready with the 0-2. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
The batter number 15, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Randy Wiggins. 50th pitch of the game on its way. A ball and no strikes.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They're up 2-0. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. They'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Ripped down the line. And that's the first out.
And that was a no doubles defense in action right there, and it paid off big time. That ball was scorched, but the third baseman was guarding the line more than usual to prevent an extra base hit, and it ended up being pretty much right at him. That's good stuff.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Here's Joe Panik. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way out in front.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Brummett goes to get it, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He was a ground out victim last time up. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Now the 2-1. Fastball well off the plate, but offered at for a strike.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Hank Aaron would be next. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Back here at SunTrust Park, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now, Curtis Wiggins. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The catcher, number 5.
Ready for another chance? Brian Brummett will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2-0 count. The pitch. Outside. 3-0 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day. Hasn't walked a soul. But we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And the pitch. And a full count now, 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
In now, Scott Gifford, as he'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike 1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And what are the key numbers to look at? First pitch strikes, over 70% so far in this outing.
And again a throw, and the runner back safely. And again a throw over, and he'll dive back in. Another throw over, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
And he'll try to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Pitch on the way. Little tapper down the first baseline. That's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Digging in once again, Hank Aaron. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You can just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
The 0-2 once more. Fouled off. hard liner to center field. Brummett is there, and he has it for the first out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Standing in now, Ian Desmond, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
A ball and a strike now. Line drive to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Third baseman number 13, Orlando Warden.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Orlando Warden. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Soft liner to the right side, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
You know, it's funny, the first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way, and that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
For the first pitch, a check at first. A dive, but he's back. Into the box, Taylor Kaiser, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail it here 2-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. John Axford will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Brian McCann will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great year today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Throw down to first, one away. The Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Christian Brummett. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. 1-0 the count. And a fastball down low as that one just about got away from him. Axford matches up here in this one against his former employer. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Christopher Wiggins will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Aaron is right there as he takes it for the second out. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Up next for the Buccos, Roberto Clemente. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Brummett is off of first with 2 away. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Here it is, the 3-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Here's the 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, third baseman, Tyler.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Tyler Wiggins. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. And it's 1-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Fly ball out to straightaway right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. The next to bat for Atlanta, Richard Leggett. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Swing and a miss, 0-1. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. 1-1 home. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Stepping in for the Braves, Brian McCann. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 59, James Fletcher.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know if he's throwing you tough pitches, he does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. A runner at second, nobody out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Brummett moving in. 1 down.
The batter, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Ellsbury is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line, but foul. The 1-2 pulled toward right center field. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Here's Joe Panik. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Leggett on third with 2 out. One and one the count now. One and one, here it comes. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Here he comes again. 1-2. Ball 2.
2-2.
2 outs here with a runner at third.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
The first baseman, number 5. Ready.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Digging in, Freddie Freeman, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Mike Christian enters the game in a save situation, but he'll be asked to get 4 outs here instead of the standard 3. Now a bluff here as he steps off to looking back at first. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
1-1 to count. Ready with the 1-1. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta. They trail things here 2-0. Back here in the Atlanta metro area on MLB Network, set to go in the 9th from SunTrust Park. Michael Rodriguez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Look into McCann, the 1-1, and he'll come back and moves to 2-1 now. The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Curtis Wiggins will be next. The 3-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Aaron moving to his left. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
Coming to the plate now, Curtis Wiggins. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And this is going to get on by Desmond. It's a base hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Stepping in now, Brian Brummett, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. 2-0 count, the pitch, and there he goes towards second. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's a 3-0 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box now, Scott Gifford. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1. Shoots this one over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt to me.
Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
In now, Mike Christian. Pitch out, nothing doing. One-0 count. Here it is. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Gifford leads off first with 1 away. He's running. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Leggett coasts under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder number 27, Christian Drummond.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Christian Drummond. From the stretch. Here's the first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. 2 out with a man at first. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner goes for second. Pulled toward right center field. Ellsbury on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Pirates 4 and the Braves nothing. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Hank Aaron. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching. but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. He was great all night long. Stepping into the box, Ian Desmond. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Standing in now, Orlando Warden, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt hit.
Final strike for the Braves. Two out, nobody on. Fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates are back in the win column again as they take game 3 of the series, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4 out save. Job well done.
4-0 to score tonight. Pittsburgh earned their 109th win, best in the division. Elmer Christian records his 14th winning decision of the season. Phil Niekro pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Mike Christian gets a 4-out save, his 26th. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 4 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For Atlanta, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of SunTrust Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Pittsburgh Pirates pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-0. As of right now, the Braves sit in 4th place in the National League East Division. They're 7.5 games out of first, while the Pirates are atop the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Joey Ramos collected his 8th win in relief, helping the Reds down the Cubs 3-2. In the standings, the Reds are in 2nd place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Cubs are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The St. Louis Cardinals hit 3 long balls as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 5-0. Heading into the day, the Brewers are in 4th place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Cardinals are 3rd in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The New York Mets racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 6-4. Entering the day's action, the Nationals sit in 1st place in the National League East Division, 2 games up on 2nd place. And the Mets are 3rd in the division. They're 7 games back. Orlando Cepeda needed only a triple to hit for the cycle, helping the Marlins take care of the Phillies 4-0. He is currently among the NL leaders in runs batted in. As of right now, the Phillies are in last place in the NL East, 16 games out of first. And the Marlins are 2nd in the division. They're 2 games back. Paul Goldschmidt launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Diamondbacks got the victory against the Dodgers 7-6. In the standings, the Dodgers are in 1st place in the NL West. They have a small 1.5-game advantage over 2nd. And the Diamondbacks are 2nd in the division, only a 1.5 games back. Mark Pritchard was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs, helping the Padres get the win over the Giants 6-3. As of today, the Giants sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division. They trail first by 4 games, while the Padres are 4th in the division, 5 games back.